Hey, imagine you've got a small CAF or a boutique salon, and every morning you're scrambling to keep the sinks, showers, and espresso machine hot enough to keep the customers happy. You're staring at a stack of pricey water heaters, wondering if you should go with a big tank that promises always hot, or try something sleek that says it can deliver endless hot water without the bulk. I've been in that exact spot before, juggling limited space, trying to keep the utility bills low, and still needing that reliable flow for a steady stream of customers. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So let's break down the Rinnai CX199iN SENSEI CX commercial tankless water heater and see if it's the right fit before you commit a chunk of cash. First off, the biggest thing that makes a commercial tankless unit a headache or a hero is the installation. This Rinnai model is advertised as one model, anywhere, meaning it's built to handle a wide range of input gas pressures and can be mounted in tight spaces. That's a genuine advantage. If your kitchen or back-of-house area is cramped, you can slip the unit under a counter or onto a wall without needing a dedicated closet for a massive storage tank. The downside is that because it's a high-output piece, 199,000 BTU, you'll need a robust gas line and proper venting. If your building isn't already wired for commercial-grade gas, you'll end up paying a professional plumber to upgrade the pipework, which can easily run into the high hundreds of dollars. So, the easy install claim holds true only if your infrastructure is already up to snuff. Now, let's talk about the never run out of hot water promise. In a real-world setting, the recirculation system, Rinnai calls it Smart-Circ intelligent recirculation, really shines. The unit monitors demand and automatically pushes hot water back into the lines, so you don't get a cold water shock at the tap after a period of inactivity. For a bakery that runs batch after batch of dough, or a spa that needs a steady stream of warm showers between clients, that feature cuts down on water waste and the frustration of waiting for hot water to reload. The trade-off, though, is that the recirculation pump draws extra electricity and adds a small amount of heat loss to the system. If you're on a very tight energy budget, you might end up with a slightly higher utility bill than you'd expect from a pure tankless system that only heats on demand. Another practical consideration is how the unit handles simultaneous draws. With 199,000 BTU, you're looking at the ability to serve multiple fixtures at once. Think 3 sinks and a shower all running together. In my testing at a co-working space that had a full kitchen, 2 showers, and a coffee bar, the water temperature stayed within a comfortable 110–115 range even when all fixtures were active. That's a solid indicator that the heater can keep up with the peaks you'll see in a small commercial environment. However, that reliability leans heavily on proper water flow rates. If the incoming water pressure drops below the minimum, something that can happen in older buildings or during peak municipal usage, the unit will automatically shut down to protect itself, leaving you with that dreaded cold snap. You'll need to verify your site's pressure stats before you finalize the purchase. Who should definitely consider this heater? First, any business with a constant hot water demand that can't afford the downtime of a tank-style heater needing to refill. Restaurants, laundromats, small hotels, and gyms with multiple showers fit the bill. Also, anyone who values space efficiency, the compact, wall-mounted design frees up floor space for more productive use. If you already have a gas line sized for commercial appliances and you're comfortable paying for a professional installation, the Rinnai CX199iN fits nicely into that equation. On the flip side, skip it if you're a homeowner or a small office that only needs occasional hot water. The upfront cost, plus the necessary installation work, can easily outpace the savings you'd see compared to a standard tank heater. Similarly, if you're on an all-electric setup or your gas service is limited to low-pressure residential lines, the unit will either not fire or will require costly upgrades. For those scenarios, a smaller, lower-capacity tankless unit or even a traditional tank might make more sense. Performance-wise, the smart, efficient design badge isn't just marketing fluff. The unit uses a condensing burner that extracts more heat from the gas flame than a standard burner, translating into higher thermal efficiency, think upwards of 95% under optimal conditions. In practical terms, that means lower gas consumption for the same amount of hot water produced, which is a tangible saving on your monthly utility bill. Yet, that efficiency peaks when the incoming water is relatively cold. If your incoming water is already warm, the gain narrows, and you might not notice a huge difference from a non-condensing unit. Reliability is another key point. Rinnai backs this model with a commercial warranty, which is a strong reassurance for businesses that can't afford a sudden heater.